Welcome to the OP Champion Spotlight, featuring Kate, the never-ending resets. In this video, we'll go over my opinion of the champion's abilities, how OP the gameplay is, and tips and tricks. Then I'll give my final verdict on a scale of 1, which is garbage, to 10, which is OP. Katarina's passive is Ferocity. This OP ability is what makes her known for being an annoying assassin. Katarina gets reduced cooldowns for every kill that she gets or assists within the last 3 seconds of damaging that target. Her Q is Bouncing Blades. She throws a dagger to the enemy which deals magic damage with almost a 0.5 scaling AP. The dagger will bounce up to 4 times and leaves the dagger on the target. When she hits the target with an auto attack, this will proc the target for dealing a small amount of damage. Katarina's W is Sinister Steel. Katarina whirls her daggers, dealing AP and AD damage. If her Q dagger is still on the enemy, she can proc it with her W, receiving a small movement speed bonus. Katarina's E is Shunpo. This ability is how Katarina jumps around the enemy team more than a professional cuddler. This ability allows her to jump from any target when she gets resets, dealing magic damage and giving her 15% reduced damage taken. Her R is the bread and butter to her AoE damage. Katarina rapidly spins and channeling her ult for 2.5 seconds, dealing AD plus AP damage. She can throw her daggers up to 3 champions at a maximum, and if she sneezes on, she'll stop channeling this ability. But it also applies Grievous Wounds, which can be very good for countering someone like a Soraka. We're now going to move on to gameplay. Have you ever just wanted to melt the enemy team faster than they can flash? Well, you're at the right place. Katarina is capable of diving on the enemy team, getting a kill, and getting out without having to burn flash. She can have a good laning phase if you know how to play her correctly, meaning you know how to use her abilities properly with the proper combos, which I will tell you about later in the tips and tricks section. Since Katarina excels at teamfights, you're going to want to wait for your team to engage. Having a Nautilus or an Udyr or anyone like a Malphite can be really good for you. When they engage, just follow up behind them using your E, allowing your R to just hit every enemy. And then, once you start getting your resets, just go from there. We're now going to talk about tips and tricks for Katarina. Katarina has many capabilities when played correctly. I recommend her when the enemy has very little CC. She excels at fights like this. The combos I'm going to tell you about are 2 different combos I have in mind. The first combo is more of a ballsy all-in kind of combo. That's her EQWR combo. It works amazingly if you're wanting to do damage. But sometimes you can't play so risky and you have to play like a pansy. So I recommend Q, then assessing the situation, making sure you know what you're going to do and how you're going to commit to that next action. Then E, followed up with a W, and if possible, hit it with an R. But once you do get towards the late game, I do not recommend using your R immediately, because most of the time you will one-shot them with these 3 combos, or however you consider your one-shots. But now, I need to tell you guys a secret, so I need you to come closer. Closer? Alright, listen. So when you're playing Katarina, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to violently smash your head off the keyboard. And once you do that, boom, the entire enemy team's dead, and the Nexus just gets one shot from the amount of rage built in. So, my final verdict on Katarina, on a rate from garbage to OP, she's a solid 6. Having nice scaling and amazing kill potential, she's very weak to CC. But, I'd like to thank you guys so much for coming back for my second iteration of OP Champion Spotlight. If you'd like to, go check out the top left corner. If you'd like to see my Lux OP Champion Spotlight. If you want to go check out my Twitch, go to the right. Or if you want to go see my YouTube channel, watch some of my other non-good, unedited, crappy videos, please go check out my bottom right link. Have a good day. Thanks for coming.